Welcome, collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading, no matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message. I am super grateful that you are here. Guys, today's date, let's see, it is Saturday, June 7th of 2025. Zooming into the month of June, it is definitely hotter, guys. It's like 75 degrees in the house right now, which I'm not mad about. It feels really good. This candle smells really good if I can get it lit. How are you guys doing this Saturday? How's the weather where you are? How are you feeling? Definitely, it has been a week of busyness, but I am super grateful to be here at the weekend with you guys. I hope you guys have had a good week, or whatever time of day or part of the week that you're finding this video. I hope that things are going well for you. So guys, I'm going to dive right into the energy for today because I also need to post on TikTok as well. I might even post this on TikTok, but I am going to do a live. Just a side note, Ora-gen Channel will be live on TikTok Sunday. What is that? What's the date on Sunday? So the 8th. Sunday, June 8th, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So you'll have to check for the time differences for whichever time zone you're in. But we will be live. We'll be doing like a TikTok match challenge. So we're going to be getting matched up with other, I want to say contributors, live streamers, whatever, that will be active for that challenge. We'll be getting paired up with them, and we'll be kind of like talking about what's going on other people's channels and just giving you an opportunity to tap in with other creators on TikTok. And definitely, if you are interested and if you are available during that time period, please do go on over to TikTok. We are at Ora-gen _lightworker. So that's ORA-GEN _lightworker. And that's our handle on TikTok. Feel free to go over there and 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern, support for the matchup challenge. And definitely you'll see options to like gift and like the live stream. Definitely please do that as you're over there. It helps the channel out, and it's going to help us to kind of get our ranking up for the algorithm. So sending so much thanks and gratitude to those of you who are going to come over there and join us on Sunday. And big shout out to the subscribers of the channel and visitors of the channel today. You are so appreciated. Everyone is welcome here for the messages. And definitely please do like, share, and subscribe to tap in and tune into the energy, so that way I can pick up on more of the energies that the collectives is presently dealing with and bring those into this space for you guys, okay? So today's message is a quickie, and we are just talking about current energy for the collectives. So just like some general energy I'm picking up on as I did a poll this morning. And we have something here about someone who has some new beginnings and a big break coming for them. And definitely I also pulled from the Moonology deck to look at like moon phases, like around what moon phase might you expect some of this energy to be coming in for you. So if you resonate with today's message, definitely tune in to what's happening here today, because there's some things you can look for as this energy is coming in. Some of you I'm picking up might even have a feeling or a sense that something is coming in, but you're just not sure what it is. Maybe like a feeling of excitement or just like a gentle knowingness that something is getting ready to shift or change for you. Definitely let this message today serve as confirmation that you were on the right track. Your intuition was picking that up. And definitely also for those of you who work with guides, you know, your spirit team, universal energies, please know that there's some strong messaging here in the cards today, which is why I selected the angel number deck and also the Angel's Wisdom Oracle deck. So speaking of that, let's jump right in. Spirit selected 3 cards that popped out of the deck for the Angel's Wisdom portion of the reading. So we have something here about confidence, boundaries, and flow. Okay. So with the confidence going right in, this one is talking about when I set my mind on something, I won't stop until I reach it. So a lot of you have had a very determined spirit and energy about the things that you're working on to move you where you want to be so that you can experience more of what you want to experience. And I don't care whether this is a hobby, a job, a creative endeavor, a money making thing, whatever the focus is, a lot of you have been putting a lot of energy into it. And so you guys are entering into a time period here where you'll be able to sit back and relax a little bit, maybe not have to work so vigorously in the energy to achieve what it is you want to achieve. You've done the work. You've raised your vibration for those of you who resonate with this part of the message. And something is coming in. And in relation to this, we had 0707. Those might be numbers that you're seeing in your energy in some form. Please do check the angel number meanings and gematria in association with today's message. But this one talks about compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. And you guys are being encouraged to let go of what no longer serves you. So we're not talking about compromising your principles, your goals, your beliefs. We're talking about compromise in the area of not holding on to grudges, energies, people, places, things that no longer serve you. And you're being encouraged to express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. So you guys are being encouraged, any energies that are draining, where you're trying to constantly balance those out because it's not in alignment. And so you're constantly dealing with relationships, people, places, things that really don't resonate. And so it's draining your energy in those areas. You're being encouraged to really bring in the balancing scales. Someone here might be a Libra or have that heavily aspected in their chart, but something here about justice for yourself and balancing out the scales. 0707 on the table, having to do with confidence. This is going to help you with whatever this is that you're working on. I'm picking up somebody's energy is getting drained from constantly having to balance something out. And it might even be affecting your viewpoint overall, your experience in your day-to-day, whatever it is you're doing, might be feeling imbalanced at times from constantly having to balance these energies out. And that can affect your confidence. Maybe you're feeling like you're not doing well in your relationships, your interpersonal relationships and interaction with others due to these kinds of energies constantly coming up. So there's something here some of you need to balance out that's going to help with this energy coming in. The next one is boundaries. This one says, I am worthy and deserving of setting and maintaining boundaries that serve me. Do you see how this factors in with confidence and compromise? Some of you need to up your boundaries. Boundaries are kind of wishy-washy with some people who you have closer interpersonal relationships with. So you're being encouraged to work on that. And that has to do with 0909. A lot of zeros today, guys. You might even be seeing 000 or 0000. Those might be numbers coming up in your energy. But this one talks about new beginnings, 0909. This one says great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, and big love. Wow. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer, guys. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Choose the old or close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. See this energy here? Compromise. Letting go of things that no longer resonate, that you're constantly having to give your energy to balance out, okay? And moving into this energy, 0909, talking about new beginnings, boundaries need to be in place because a lot of you are moving into this new timeline associated with your success, wealth, abundance. It will be different things for different members of the collectives, right? but generally a timeline that serves you and moves you onto a path that is more desirable. So in order to move in that direction, you are being encouraged to put some boundaries up and to release some things that really you don't need to put your energy into that all the time. Okay. And for some of you, not at all. So there's an opportunity that's coming that's going to be a game changer. Another reason why you need to release things is because for some of you, you're very distracted or you get very distracted when these energies come up. So you don't want to miss an opportunity or miss seeing something that could lead to an opportunity because you're so distracted. So boundaries need to go into place in association with your new beginnings. And then we have the flow card. This one says things happen when they are supposed to. Wow. 15-15 on the table, guys. There's a big break coming for some of you guys. Look at this. For those of you who feel that energy, something is coming. 15-15. This might be a number you're seeing. This one talks about innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. Wow. So you guys might have an opportunity coming up or help, extra cash, or other support coming your way. So keep going. Have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Wow. So there's a big break coming of some kind. It's going to be different for each of you. So you'll know because you're going to get a hint or a signal associated with a new opportunity, something maybe you didn't even think about doing. And all of a sudden you're feeling like a strange urge to step into that process. Don't ignore that. That could be your guides or universal energies speaking to you in relation to whatever it is that you are wanting to bring in or manifest, whatever words you choose to use. So, yeah, a lot here, guys, about your flow state. Things happen when they're supposed to, but you need to remain in a flow state. And we're seeing water behind this figure here, okay? A lot of you are very fluid. And I always use this term buoyancy. You always rise to the top. So no matter what's happening, you're moving with that fluidity. And so you bounce right up to the top of the water. So you're being encouraged to remain in that state. And this one says this is a reminder from your angels to trust in the flow of the universe, to always follow your intuition when making decisions. With positive changes and opportunities on the horizon, now is a great time for you to take action and move forward in your life. Wow. So this one's talking about taking action. This one's talking about opportunities, okay? Looking out for an opportunity, and then you're being encouraged to be in the flow state, be fluid like water, and move with that energy when it comes up, okay? All right, guys. No wonder I have the hearts out today. Something told me to put those out. Some of you also have some opportunities coming up in relationships as well. If that's something that you want, and if that's something you resonate with, definitely if it resonates, take it. If not, leave it. But some of you will have some new beginnings in relationships, either romantic, friendships, or community. So then this led me over to the Moonology deck to look at some timelines for when this energy was coming in for collectives. And I could see very clearly here the card that came out. Look at this. This goes back to the boundaries, confidence, and flow state. This one's talking about what you need to release. And this has to do with the waning moon. So I think we're very close to a full moon at the time of this reading. I could be wrong, but I think we are. I think we're a few days out or a couple days out. So this one is the waning moon. So for some of you, some of this energy and these opportunities could be coming in as soon as the next waning moon cycle. So keep an eye out for that. For some of you, that part of the message will resonate. But you're being asked the question, what do you need to release? This, guys, has to do with this energy. 0707 What is it that you're constantly balancing out in the energy that's not in alignment? Where do you need to bring in the scales to balance that out for yourself? Not just for others, but for yourself. You're being asked that question. 222 or 2222 could be popping up for you. Okay, guys, we're going to read the guidebook on this one. And I also want to mention here, this is what was at the bottom of the deck. A fiery climax approaches. Look at that. Somebody here might be in Aries. This one talks about the full moon in Aries. Okay, so if you're in Aries and you resonate with this message, it could be that by the next full moon, this energy is coming in for you. But there's some sort of climax approaching that is going to lead to this opportunity or something popping up associated with this opportunity that you guys need to keep your eyes out for. Somebody could also be a fire sign, or this opportunity might have something to do with a fire sign or something having to do with fire, passion, some sort of energy associated with fire. Let's take a look at what do you need to release the waning moon. Let's take a look at that. Is there a number here? Because, oh, wow. Okay, let me see if I can locate this card here. Oh, wow. Some of you might be getting ready to get into a process or do something, thinking it's going to take longer, and boom, it's right there. It's interesting that happened during the reading. Very interesting. So this one says, the waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. You guys see this? Oops. Look at this. 0707. What do you need to release? Guys, that message is coming in strong. You need to put some boundaries in place. Something is draining your energy. You need to be able to focus on what's coming in. So your attunement to the moon might be on the waning moon to say to yourself, it's safe to let go and move on. And guys, you can Google on your phone or device when the next waning moon cycle is, WANING. And during that cycle, you can say to yourself, it's safe to let go and move on. Okay? So the teaching from this says, at the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process. So what I want to say about that, just to close out today's reading, is that as far as your movement and things coming in for you, it is your spring. It is your new beginning. But what Spirit is talking about today is boundaries and relationships, people, places, and things that are not serving you, and how much energy and time you put into those areas. That is what is in its fall and winter season. So a lot of you are noticing people kind of like disappearing, ghosting, losing touch with you, or you losing touch with them, situations ending. And I spoke about this in a reading I did on TikTok here not too long ago, maybe like a few days ago, that 555 change is very heavy in the energy right now. And so there's some major things shifting for the collectives. And in some cases, it's the end of some situations we thought we're going to just continue to go on, or we're just accustomed to them being there. But it's not a punishment from the universe. You haven't done something wrong. It's happening because these things are not in alignment with the path that you are moving down. So this is more of that energy coming up. I just keep seeing 555 change in different forms for the collectives right now, which is telling me that a lot of the collectives are going through some serious change. And some of this is very difficult. I heard heart-wrenching or heartbreaking for some of you. But please be comforted by the fact that when readings like this pop up, it's confirmation that, your energy is seen in the energetic field. It's coming up. Your spirit team, your guides are aware. This is why energy moves around the collectives, like readings like this, is because we're picking up on it and being asked to give information or share things that are comforting to those who are going through these types of transitions and shifts. And I would say that's probably most of us at this time. And a lot of them have been very challenging. And for some of us, we've been going through them for a long time. But what we're seeing is that there's some new beginnings and a big break that's coming, but we really need to be focused, really focused on picking up on those opportunities, hints and nudges from our higher self, our intuition, spirit team, universal energies, however you see it. We need to really tap in and tune in. So we can't be giving our energy to these situations that are not in alignment and allowing those to drain our energy. Okay? So that's really the point of the message for today, guys. I want to thank you so much for being here with me for this read this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whatever time of day you found the message. It is 21:59 on the clock as we're wrapping up and 12:39 on the clock as we are closing the reading out, guys. So definitely, if any of these numbers or this energy resonates, please do like, share, subscribe. If not, and this was not your reading, thank you so much for being here for this story today, and check back often by hitting the all button when you subscribe so you get all notifications for upcoming messages so you do not miss a message associated with energies that you are dealing with. Also, guys, on TikTok, we now have a tier where you can subscribe to the TikTok channel for special content and special interaction on the Ora-gen Channel on TikTok. So definitely, I think that subscription is like $5.99 a month or something like that. And you can subscribe. You can get special things that you can do during the lives. You can actually ask to have like some energy pulled on something. So that's like almost like getting a free reading. So guys, definitely head on over to Ora, ORA-GEN _lightworker at TikTok and check out the channel and definitely sign up if you so desire and it's in alignment for you for the tier, the $5.99 tier. And you can definitely get all of that exclusive content that is for those who are members of the channel. So with that, guys, I'm sending so much love and light. I am working on another ASMR that should be out this weekend. Probably by Sunday, I'll have a little more time, but I hope you guys get out this weekend. I hope it's sunny and beautiful wherever you are. And sending so much supportive energy to those who resonated with today's message. Guys, this is your girl Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. And I look forward to being with you in the next reading. Love and light, guys.